Hello and welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to tell you how to stop overthinking, procrastination, and let that anxiety go. How to just get rid of those thoughts telling you you're not good enough, telling you should be anxious about this, and this, you should be doing this, and this. How to let go and become present to the moment right now. You see, overthinking is the most common cause of anxiety, depression, all of this. People think too much. Have you ever wondered if our brains, if our thoughts are really meant to be used this much? Are we really meant to think about everything all the time? Or has thinking become too much? Are we using our brains, or is our brain using us? You see, people like Eckhart Tolle or other spiritual teachers tell us that once we let go and once we silence our own mind, we're able to really connect to who we really are, to the God or whatever it is. But more importantly, we're able to experience a sense of bliss, a sense of happiness that we wouldn't otherwise. Have you ever had those moments, whether it's with an amazing partner, or perhaps you've just had something amazing happen and your brain just shuts off for a moment? It's almost a sense of divine presence. And at a moment you probably didn't experience it like that because you didn't understand what it was. That's often a time when your brain just shuts off and it stops, and it almost gives you permission not to think anymore because you've achieved it. You've done this. You're at the moment you were thinking about the entire time, right? Well, what if you could have that experience all the time? What if you could be present all the time, even when you're working, even when you're doing something that's, not enjoyable? Whatever it is, couldn't you be present and enjoy that at the exact same time? Why do you have to think about everything and not get something done? My old mentor once said, it's not about activity. We want to feel productive, but the truth is, when we take action out of stillness instead of activity, out of anxiety and depression, when we take action out of stillness, we get the best results. We get real results. You see, often we think we're doing so much work, but we're just thinking and trying to silence our mind by doing activity, by doing meaningless tasks that don't get us forward. You see, 10% of what you actually do gets 90% of the results. So why don't we just take action out of stillness and do that 10% of action to get the 90% of results? To get the 90% of results without doing all that work. Couldn't we just take action, be present throughout, and enjoy the process? Why does it have to be so hard? Why do we have to overthink and procrastinate every single day? Well, we don't. And there's a way to free yourself, and the best method is meditation. Now, a lot of you are like, well, yeah, I've heard about it. I did 10 minutes on Calm and it didn't work. Well, meditation is a continuous practice, and the first few weeks are often the hardest times. Those first few weeks, you're sitting down, your brain's telling you every single reason you shouldn't be there, and you don't feel that much different afterwards. But once you get past that initial hump, you're able to experience this bliss, this sense of enjoyment as you meditate, and you want to do it all the time. Even today, I do an hour of meditation a day, but what happens is that I'm looking forward to meditation. It's something I have to do. It's not something I force myself to do. It's something I really, really enjoy. And when maybe I sit down in the first 2 minutes, my brain's going, oh, maybe you should sit up, whatever. But after that, I'm able to enjoy the process. I'm able to enjoy just being present, my own breath. And what that does is when I actually do my own work, when I actually become productive and do, the stuff that's going to get me the results that I want in the material world, well, I'm able to enjoy that too and do that 10% of the work that's going to get me 90% of the results. But most importantly, it allows me to not feel anxious, depressed, stressed when I'm doing it. And whether that's in relationships, business, fitness, whatever, I'm able to enjoy life. And there's a whole saying, whatever you do, there you are. Which means that even if we get all the material success in the world, it doesn't matter, because we're always going to be that same anxiety, depressed person that we were before we had the success. Once we work on our inner world, the outer world becomes easy. Because if you work on your outer world and you get all these amazing things, but you don't change who you are on the inside, you're not going to be grateful, you're not going to love it, you're going to be still anxious and still depressed because you haven't worked on the inner world, because you haven't worked on silencing your mind. It's like the type of person who would get one thing of plastic surgery, maybe get a nose job, and then they have to get the next thing, and then the next thing, and the next thing, because they're always in that sense of lack. Getting that external material thing didn't fix their inner world, because their inner world is that of insecurity, lack of confidence, lack of self-esteem, and no material nose job, or however they look in the mirror, will ever fix that. You have to work on the inside. Now this is the same thing when it comes to money. First you have to get £500, then 1,000, then 10,000, then 100,000, then 1,000,000, then 10 million, then 100 million. Where does it stop? Now I'm not saying don't get money. I'm certainly pursuing business goals, relationship goals, and fitness goals myself. But I'm doing it from a place where I'm already happy, where I'm focusing on working on my inner world, so I enjoy the process while I do it. And then when I get there, I enjoy that just as much. It's all this enjoyable process, and life becomes so much more fulfilling, so much more fun, and so much more light. You know, it's about heaviness versus lightness, and it all comes with letting go of overthinking. And I'm going to do a lot of meditation videos on this channel. I'll link one down in the description. The key is practically doing the meditations and doing it daily and getting through that grind, even when it often feels like it's not working, especially in the first few weeks and months. Because once you get over that, you have this amazing experience of life. And it's so beautiful. And I highly recommend reading The Power of Now, also a book called Letting Go. These are amazing books that completely inspired me and helped me with this process. But the truth is, you have to stop overthinking, because whatever you do, there you are. Now, if you liked this video, I'm going to be doing many more videos very, very similar to this. I'm doing lots of meditation videos which will go through practically how to stop overthinking, how to do this, and you're going to see them in the description below. But please subscribe, please like, comment your own experience, what you thought of the video, and how I can help you in the future.